us $4,000 to start the show. They said, don't pay it back, it's a gift. Pay it forward. And this applies to each and every one of you. You don't have to do something big. Do something small to help you out. Do something small to help that person out, okay? You can make the world a better place, people. It is not hard to do. Stress the positive. Ignore the negative. Don't get wrapped up in that day-to-day bull, okay? You've got to live positive, and you can make a positive difference, okay? And I know I'm preaching, but I got to tell you, that's what this is all about. You look out here, everybody's having a great time because we're all positive. We're having a good time. Don't let that day-to-day bring you down. If you got to turn the news off, turn it off, man. Because it's a downer. You know, there's too much stress in the world. So, we started this thing so our daughter could pay off her medical bills. And so this auction goes directly to the Hannah Wells Medical Trust. My wife and I, we put in hundreds of hours. We do not get paid. This is how we get paid. The merch booth is how we get paid, okay? That's how we make money at this. Our medical bills, $22,000 last year. And that was a healthy year, people. So being self-employed is expensive, you know? And so this helps us pay our bills so we can keep this whole thing going. So I don't have to get a real job or any of this. He's my boss at Meekum. So, hey, what's up, baby? Hey, it's Vanessa Wells! By the skin of her teeth. All right. And so, you can't tell it's my kid at all. So, every year we adopt a family. After the first year, we adopt a different family and we pay it forward. And so, we've had the Wiltsies, we've had the Gentrys, we've had the Essels, the Hans, and all these families continue to pay it forward. Let's pick that up real quick. Wiltsy, this is a masterpiece, and he is going to give this directly to Will Cohn, but you are going to take it home, all right? So thank you, Wiltsies, for making this happen. So whenever this gets auctioned off, it's going to this little boy right here, all right? So Will Cohn, this little guy right here, he couldn't be here, and you want to know why? Because he is in Iowa City right now waiting a heart transplant. Okay? If that's not heavy, if that doesn't weigh on your hearts, then get out, because this is why we're here, man. We got to raise money for this family. Dad is a teacher. They don't make money. We got to raise money for this kid right here, Will Cohn, man. He may not be here next year, all right? But those bills will still be here. So we got to help them out. You got to pay it forward. So that's what I'm talking about. So let's let my wife say something real quick, because she is the heart of Helping Hannah's Heart Foundation. And I love this woman more than you ever know.
You're a lucky man, John.
26 years. I love you, baby.
No, when we were told what was going to go on with our precious girl, they didn't know if she was going to be around. She is our miracle child. And the one thing that just laid heavy on my heart, even when we were in the critical care unit, was we have support. We have people who love us. What are people going to do? They don't have anybody. It's hard. It's hard to see your child suffer. I know not everybody has a kid but you still have your own pain with your kids, with your losing family members, whatever. We all have that same common core that we love our families, and we will do whatever we have to do to fight for them. And so, thank you for helping us fight for some of these kids and supporting us, because it makes us really realize the gift beyond having just the beautiful gift of this child and Madison Wells as well in our lives, the gift of that, but the gift of, you know, I'm not looking at this as a tragedy. I'm looking at this as a path that we're supposed to make in our life, and it's what God has given us to make a better place, to pass it on. And I'm so glad that Jimmy Kimmel was able to say something about congenital heart disease. It kind of makes me a little irritated that it's taken someone famous to say, oh, there's kids that are suffering, when they've been suffering for a long flipping time. You know, it's, you know, and I look at this beautiful family who lost their, you know, we had Taylor, we lost Taylor, we've lost a lot of kids. We see, I know 3 kids that just got heart transplants that are fighting for their lives. And what people don't realize is when someone gets a heart transplant, they don't have hearts just sitting on a flipping shelf, people. Someone else's child has to die. It is not a good position to be in. So, that being said, please be an organ donor, because you don't want to make that decision last minute. Think about it. Make the sacrifice, because it can save people's lives. Here's Sandy.